It's non-addictive and there's no harmful side effects. You don't want it. Well, it must ruin sex. It makes it better.
You know what makes sex better? Welcome to Just Your Average
Yeah,
Podcast.
it definitely doesn't.
I'm Chad. That wonderful, sweet voice you hear is Chris B. And this is Chris R, aka Drunk Chris.
Drunk
I
Chris.
introduced you.
Yeah. Drunk Chris hasn't been getting drunk lately.
Good.
Yeah, Chris Drunk.
Chris drunk? What?
Dad's been doing enough drinking for the both of us, apparently.
Fuck, dude, yeah, I guess so.
Come on.
Oh, dude, that's hot.
Is that a cool little Ninja Turtle guy?
Yeah. That's like their adopted cousin.
Go away, dog.
It's impressive to watch Chris, like, interact with something that's not human.
A beer?
I love animals.
Dude,
Like,
yeah,
I like
animals
dogs.
are
Like
great.
dogs, camels, and
Ava!
What about llamas?
llamas are kind of dicks.
Yeah,
Dude,
this
yeah, that's why I said it.
Patty loves llamas.
Like, camels are neat because they're your buddies. They're like as smart as a dog, but they're 5 times the size.
Don't camels spit in your face too?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
only if they really fucking hate you. And they're not going to just spit in your face. After they spit on you, they're going to fucking bite you and, like, throw you.
Yeah, because
They
they're,
weigh
like,
thousands.
absurdly strong.
They can fucking 90% of their body weight can be carried on their back.
Yeah.
They're retardedly strong. The Amish use them to build barns because they're better than horses.
So what are some of your least favorite animals?
Humans.
I don't like.
I mean,
don't
clearly
like-
we know you don't like dolphins.
Yeah, I don't like dolphins. Fuck dolphins.
That's how you do a transition,
Yeah,
Chad.
See, you tossed the pitch up. Chris guided my hips, and then I hit a home run. Dolphin rape
Fucking-
caves.
Nice hips, too.
Well, tell them what dolphin rape caves are.
So supposedly there's us, the bonobo, and the dolphin are the only animals that fuck for fun. Like everything else just does it because they have to, like biologically speaking. But like bonobos have sex because that's how they solve their conflicts, and dolphins like to rape. And there's been stories about like women who are on their period go diving, and then the dolphin just grabs them by like the flipper or the arm and takes them down into the water and rapes them. Like people drown underwater every year due to dolphin rape.
It's pretty fucked.
Yeah,
But if you were interested in being raped by a dolphin,
there's a King of the Hill episode about it. Remember?
Jesus
here are all the
fucking
locations of these
Christ.
dolphin rape caves.
Yeah, see? And the one in Brazil is a river dolphin.
Look at all the. If you live in New England, there's a nice one right over here.
It's probably Mystic.
California, missing out on dolphin rape though.
Yeah, but they got all kinds of animals running around there.
Yeah. Ugh. You idiot.
Speaking of California, remember when you wanted to go there super bad? Like as a kid?
Yeah.
All you wanted to do was move to California. And then like now you see what it's really like and you're like, oh Christ, I gotta stay away from Venice Beach at all times.
Yeah,
I
you
want to go to
always,
San Francisco.
No, you go
Wear
to San
fucking
Diego.
galoshes,
the best
bro.
part.
Oh, that was loud.
You're the worst.
Yes, the one person who doesn't silence his phone ever.
No. My phone's always on vibrate.
You know what's funny? It's been on vibrate for like a week now, and today I took it off because I was waiting for a phone call.
Because you knew we were gonna be on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, so that's something I can nitpick about. Samsung doesn't let you fucking change your notification sound anymore. So I had the Legend of Zelda Rupee noise as my notification sound for the last 12, not even 12 years, probably like 15 years. Updated to the newest version, can't fucking change my notification sounds.
lame
Now
as
I just keep it on vibrate at all times.
What do you mean? Mine's still the same.
Do you have a Samsung?
Yeah.
Did you update to the newest firmwares?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Probably
See, when
not.
you say
man.
pretty sure.
It did an
Yeah.
update like 2-3 days ago.
All right, well then you're wrong.
Yeah.
That's me.
No. I don't have any sounds because my phone is either on silent or vibrate at all times. I hate
Probably
that.
how it should be, honestly.
It's
Why-
pretty cool. I leave my house and I forget my phone all the time because I just don't think about it. It's pretty awesome.
You're such a cool guy.
Yeah, you
No,
don't
I'm
need
just-
it. It's fine.
Not an addict. I'm addicted to alcohol, but not my phone.
Which one's better? Find out soon.
One destroys your liver, the other destroys your brain.
Why not both?
Well, I mean, alcohol can destroy your brain too.
Yeah, but remember when everyone was scared of keeping their cell phones in their pockets because they thought it would make them
See?
sterile?
I have the same ringtone for my notification.
What are you using, like Zedge or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably one of them.
Oh,
Damn,
you Zed, you filthy animal.
suck my ass.
Hate that. I
But-
fucking hate that.
What?
You filthy
You
animal.
filthy
I
animal.
So many girls on their like internet dating profiles are like, send me a message, you filthy animal. And it's like, you've never seen a John Wayne movie, so shut the fuck up. Oh, that makes me
Damn,
so
you just
angry.
triggered
Does it make you
Chris
feel
so
any better?
hard.
John Wayne movies.
But you said it. You said it. Ah,
You
You
bet I
just
got it
triggered
from
Chris
Home
so
Alone.
fucking hard. It's so funny.
it doesn't bother you when you read shit like that, or
Dude,
this is
no,
why I'm
that's why you
single.
stay off social media.
I mean, I like putting my penises inside inside
Dude, you have
vagina.
multiple dicks? Jesus.
Maybe.
Holy shit. I'm impressed.
Oh, that's how he
Batting
gets.
1,000.
That's how he gets all the ladies.
Yeah. Call me two dick crit. Chris. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I was thinking of that drawn together joke. Double dog
Oh.
Denzel. Denzel with two dicks.
Yeah.
How many of you remember Drawn Together? Remember they made the movie?
The movie was just a spite movie. They made it to make fun of the South Park movie. They're like, not everything has to have a message, so we'll make this movie with no message. Fuck you, South Park. And it's like,
That was funny.
not a good look, though.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
shitty.
adequate.
You watch South Park and they always have dumb messages.
Yeah, but you can't compare yourself to. It's like when South Park came to the realization that they can't compare themselves to The Simpsons.
Yeah,
You just
an
can't.
episode about it.
Yeah, you just can't. So like, don't bother trying to compare yourself to South Park.
And now it's getting to the point where everything's like South Park did it.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
I hate the new stuff that they're doing. You can tell they have completely taken a back seat and given up. It's all committee writing now.
Yeah, when was the last time you watched a new episode of South Park, Chris?
I told you I don't watch South Park. I don't have the opportunity to.
It's on the
You
internet.
asked me if I
Great.
watched a movie. I don't watch movies right now. I don't have time.
Chris is too busy just jerking off, dude.
Dude, I
All
wish.
day, every day.
Too busy working and getting laid.
I gotta get 15 faps in a day.
Dick hasn't seen any action since the dawn of time.
Since the dawn
Aw.
of time?
Dude, yeah.
Welcome to having 2 kids and kind of being married.
Haha.
Having 2 kids and your penis ain't supposed to work, but you know.
Well, I can't
Hey,
have
it
sex.
never said it couldn't work. It
I
just
can-
said that it wouldn't have the
Who's it?
the doctor. There it's
See, I can have sex whenever I want. I just choose not to.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
so-
asexual. You're
Fuck you
celibate.
guys, yeah. I can totally get laid if I put effort in, I swear.
Sounds like a horrible thing of getting old, huh?
I realized that the other day because I still had my settings from like 18 to 50, which is I'm an equal opportunity employer. And then I was like, all these 18-year-old girls, I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like old now. I can't be like talking to these 18-year-olds anymore.
Can't talk to the kids.
You need to stop. All you've done is make noise and peak mics.
I'm very fidgety today. I'm sorry.
It's because you're actually stoned. Tell the world that you've been smoking weed.
Hey.
Dude, look, you wanted to bitch about Amazon, so you know what? Here's your time. Get fired at the same time, too.
Yeah.
He's ruined my next topic. Chris perfectly segued into it.
Holy shit, it's like I gave you the segue for it and you just blew it up.
Oh, I'll get to Amazon. I'm
I
not
fucking
ready.
hate. I don't want to. I'm so bored of talking about Amazon.
Well, I work for them, so
I know. I got slippers today.
Oh yeah.
From where?
Amazon.
I like-
Yeah, they're comfy as shit, dude.
How was your delivery person?
I don't know. I hid from them.
I fucking hate it when people do that.
I
I
was,
I was literally walking down the driveway and these people just got home. The guy's standing there with the door open, stares at me, and just slowly shuts the door. And I'm like,
No, I didn't do that. I was in the pool shed, and then I didn't pull up, so I ran and I peered over the fence and watched him. And then when he got in his truck and drove away after a safe amount of time, I scurried from the backyard to the
For a
front.
safe amount
you're
of
just like,
time.
You don't know. He could have gone down the street and then pulled down Celeste and just waited. So then, like,
whenever I drive by people's house, I always look to see if they took their package.
that's what I mean. Like, and then he's like, there he is. And then he could have jumped out of the van and grabbed me.
It's like, you're welcome.
Isn't that a sketch?
I don't know.
That's all they want, Chris. They just want to jump out and grab you by the buns.
Do you guys think it's weird that every time I see somebody like walking, I wave to them?
No.
I think that's funny.
It means you have way too much hope for yourself, but that's about it.
That's I hope. I'm just trying to be friendly.
I always laugh because they always look
Yeah,
miserable.
why?
I know. I like to spread joy.
Dude, yeah, see, hope equals joy. It's a bad time.
Be a Blue Lantern.
Every time, no, you get these people that just look at me like, or they just look up, see me wave, and just go. Pff.
I flip cyclists off, and I
hate
don't
that.
get out of the way.
Look,
Fuck cyclists, bro.
if you're on a bicycle and you're in the middle of the road, you deserve to be hit. End of
Mhm.
story.
Oh my god! One time, me, Tom, and Kyle were driving, and we were like really
Drunk?
hyper. So no,
Coked out?
no. And
Was
we
this
were,
when you tried meth?
oh my god!
They're all jerking each other off.
Yeah, they were
No,
all
so we
turning
had-
each other
it
off
was the
real
summer.
fast.
It was the summer, so we had the windows
So,
open, and
yeah.
we were singing a
Just
song
coming out the
wicked
windows.
loud, and
Yeah.
passed by this bicyclist. But then all of a sudden, we pull into the grocery store, and the guy pulls up to Kyle's window because he was driving, just spits on him
Whoa.
because he
That's
thought we
when
were
you
yelling
open
at
the
him.
door into them and you break their leg.
Yeah, that's when you call the cops because that's fucking assault.
No, but then he took off, and Kyle kind of was enraged. So he drove and got like this close to the guy.
I would have rammed him off the bike. He spit
Yeah.
on you. That's fucking attempted murder.
Yeah,
You don't know if
Wow. All
you don't
right.
know if he had a disease, man. The second you fucking put your bodily fluids on someone else, that's attempted fucking murder. Because what if he has AIDS blood or something?
And he wasn't even and this is in Jamestown. He wasn't even a Jamestown native. He was just some dude. Because we ended up seeing him drive on the highway.
So this was Jamestown. You could have just dragged him into the woods and beat the shit out of him.
We could have probably done it.
Nobody would have found the
What did he do?
body.
Spit on us.
Yeah. The cops would be like, oh, he spit on you? Let's take him to jail. You know?
Let's beat the piss out of him real
'Cause
quick.
I asked my dad about that. I was like, is spitting on someone really that bad? And he was like, in the eyes of the law, that's really like, you fuck yourself over. Anytime you ever see someone getting arrested, spit on a cop, it's like, now you're going to jail. Like, no matter what you did, you are now going to jail. Because you just commit fucking felony assault. It's so stupid. Dumb people, man.
Yeah. Speaking of dumb people, Amazon. So
I'm going to tune out.
you guys obviously heard of the whole peeing in a bottle thing, right? Chris, if you had time to listen to the peeing in a bottle thing.
I just had to sit in solidarity with Chris for a hot minute.
Yeah,
I knew I was gonna get a reaction out of it. That was great.
Check out Amazon again.
That was so fucking great. Ah, fuck. Dude, yeah, fucking.
So I found it hilarious that they tried putting out a thing being like, if they had to pee in bottles, they wouldn't work for us. And then like a couple days after we tried to talk about it before, they come out with a thing be like, all right, some employees do pee in
Dude,
bottles.
all of them. Why wouldn't you?
Well, first of all,
Gamers piss in jugs. Why not delivery men? You know?
well, the shitty thing is like you're in like a suburban neighborhood. There's no stores anywhere.
Just find a
And-
bush.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, but
Or
you
what
gotta
if you're
worry
on the
about
highway?
getting-
What if you're on the highway?
Dude, pull
And
over to the side of the road.
No,
Turn your
what if-
blinkers on. Just
what
piss
if
out
you're-
the window.
In traffic on like the George Washington Bridge.
Oh, dude, just piss in some Karen's mouth.
Yeah, just piss out the window and go to jail. We just talked about bodily fluids. No, you piss in a jug, especially if you have a deadline to make. You know, nothing wrong with it.
Well, that's the biggest thing that's coming out of this. Amazon recently, during Christmas season, they call it peak. We get everybody obviously orders packages
Peak?
and everything.
With 2 E's.
No, it's peak.
Like, get it? Peak.
But they call it peak
Fucking
because we
funny.
have like probably like 180 to 200 stops a day.
I found it funny.
We're just gonna ruin this for you.
So basically now the norm is 180 to 200 stops a day. The other day I had 209 stops. You know how awful that is?
That 209
I mean, if-
people are subjected to you.
If you're contractually obligated to make said deliveries and you've agreed to it at a prior moment, it is part of your job. Do I think it's inappropriate that you should have to piss on a bottle? A little bit. But again,
Well, I mean,
No,
I'm cool with it.
no. Put it this
Just
way.
don't give me your pee bottle, you know?
yeah.
Put it this way. The way they route everything, you either do it in between like 20 to 30 stops an hour. If you don't hit 30 stops an hour, you're going to probably be around 20. That's 10 hours of your day right there. And they're trying to make it so you work 10 hours, but they don't factor in all the time you have to go to your place, get the van ready, load the van up. So it ends up becoming a 12-hour day for those that can't finish it. Luckily, I'm a boss. And I get mine done rather quick.
You're the boss.
I'm a boss.
But I
Not
mean,
really.
you signed up for that job, right?
Yeah, but we didn't sign up for that.
What Chad
What I'm
is,
trying to say is
there's customers complaining that they pee in bottles, and it's like, who fucking cares? You know?
no, and the stop count thing is we were not hired to do that many stops. They're not giving us like a reason. Most delivery people are like older too, or people that aren't
Okay.
as.
But that's why we also create unions to fight for,
Amazon
a
won't let
virtue.
you unionize.
Yeah, they're not letting them.
Exactly, because why? Bezos is a
Because-
greedy fuck.
Because unions lead to improductivity. Look at the teachers union. Boom! I just argued against unions effectively.
No, the biggest problem is now people are quitting, and all the DSPs, like we're all subcontractors and everything, being hired by Amazon to do it all. So now you're having all these people quit, and the funny thing is they made such a big deal about peak season. Now they're just like, all right, this is your new normal. You're not getting anything. They're pretty much making it almost impossible to get bonuses because if you don't get like a perfect score, they don't give bonus money to the bosses. They're giving us these unreasonable routes to do that are like always 200 stops. And they're going to be putting cameras in our vans now to watch us to make sure we're not doing things wrong. It's not for the safety, it's to watch the driver in case they're actually like maybe takes their hand off the wheel or takes a sip of a drink or something, or doesn't fully stop at a stop sign. They're going to ding you.
That reminds me of the episode of Future King of the Hill with the Tattlers in the Bobcats, remember? And Big Jim, what was the big fat guy that worked with him that drove the propane trucks? Anyway, he was like, honey, I can't be taking my pee breaks anymore. And he like quit. Remember that? That was a good show. Let's talk about that. Fuck Amazon.
No, it's just ridiculous because like you can say the argument, oh, you applied for that job and did all that, but you could say that about any job that the company's mistreating people. Like imagine if your job was just like fully taking advantage of you and making you do way too much work that's out of your like control.
I
Wow,
mean,
it sounds exactly like Papa Gino's.
Yeah, that's why we quit. Remember how
So-
angry you were at Papa Gino's? Imagine it way worse.
wow, bro. Dude, you know what? Your plight is something to talk about.
It is.
But dude, that's why I quit Papa Gino's and found the job I have now.
Hear about those kids in Myanmar that burned to death inside the sweatshop?
Well, it's not my fault they work
Well,
at the sweatshop. They
Wow,
signed
it's
up
just
for
like,
the job.
it's just like it's not their fault that you work at
Andrew
Amazon.
Vegeta.
Sweet.
He looks so depressed.
It's me when I'm delivering.
Right. I can't draw another face other than that one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't give a fuck. That's my stance on this
We only
Amazon
work
thing.
one day a week.
Not
And
my
when you
fault.
guys work 4 days a week, you're like,
Did I
we
tell-
work too much this week.
No, it's when we were working 7 days a week that I was like, okay, we're working way too much because it was 7 days a week, 10 hours a fucking day in this fucking 100-degree weather, man. It was brutal. It was the closest to like, man, I like gotta go to college I've ever felt. You know?
That's how I've been feeling because it's so annoying too. Because people are just quitting now, and they're planning on doing these walkouts and everything.
Well, it's easier to collect than it is to work nowadays.
Yeah, it's not gonna make anything easier on us though.
That Dragon Palace in North Kingstown.
Was it closed yet?
No, they haven't opened. They're pickup only. So I went in to pick up food the other day, and I was like, "When do you guys plan on opening the dining room?" It's been like a year, and they're like, "We can't hire waiters. No one wants to be a waiter." You know, it's easier to collect unemployment.
Yeah, that's why when they start lifting all these sanctions and everything, it's
They
gonna.
never will.
Well, they're gonna lift them, but they're still gonna let the people stay out of work and collect, which is the problem.
This country's over.
This needs to be like a band-aid. You need to rip it off and be like, no more extra $300.
But think of the children, Chad.
Fuck the children. If you can't afford to have kids, don't have kids.
Yeah, but they're the people that can't afford to have kids and then have 10, and then the government starts paying them, and they're like, wait, I can have more kids and get more government money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking tax returns, dude. You make so much money off kids. That's why I'm buying a Switch.
That's probably exactly what you should buy.
It is. No, we're buying a door first.
No, no. Dude, think about it. With the Switch, you could play video games.
I could play video games with Chris.
You don't need to have a functioning house or fed children when you can
Hey,
play video games.
The door's still there. I can shut it, but it might be a pain in the ass.
I hate this.
It's like you could fix it yourself.
You could just fix it yourself.
No, we need to buy a new door. It's all cracked.
Why the fuck is the door cracked?
Riley.
Riley.
Just duct tape the thing. It'll be fucking fine.
She uses a hammer and she was banging on the door.
Oh, dude, that's the best.
And then she
You taught
kept
your daughter
screaming.
that,
She
too.
kept screaming, "Hammer time! Hammer time! Get it, guys?" And we were like, "We get it, Riley. It's just not that funny." And then she
Like,
just,
damn, Riley, your vocabulary advanced.
Yeah,
from
hammer
umpteenth
time.
degree.
We're like, we get it, Riley.
I see Finn over there. Hammer.
Doing that oh thing, the shuffle that he does.
Do I really think he's gonna freaking walk before he crawls?
Yo, DMX died.
No.
He's brain
he's,
dead.
He's clinically brain dead, so AKA
dead.
he is dead.
What happened?
OD.
He overdosed like a fucking
The
idiot.
fuck is a 50-year-old fucking like? Why are you overdosing, man?
Because he's fucking snorting fentanyl, whatever the fuck kids
Something.
are into these days.
Yeah, all 10 of his children are flying in. What a piece
They're all
of shit.
flying in to smother him one last
What a
time.
fucking piece of shit. I have 10 kids. Better OD.
Ugh.
Yeah, but imagine the payout they're gonna get. You know he had life insurance, like a good life
I
insurance.
honestly don't know how much money he has because I remember.
Net worth.
Yeah, but remember when he was in North Kingstown? He left his pit bulls there because he didn't want to pay the.
Yeah, but that
penalty
could,
and
that
all
could
that?
just be a scumbag thing.
Find out.
Fucking Google his net worth.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if his death matters.
DMX celebrity net worth negative $1 million.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, he has a net worth of negative $1 million.
Oh my god, what a bad person.
Dude, that's fucking amazing.
And I'm only saying this because he's dead and he can't come after me.
Dude, who gives a shit? Even
How do
if
you
he
have a
fucking
negative
heard.
net worth? Does he just owe like $1 million?
Yes, that's exactly how you have a negative net worth.
That's.
Also, the music industry is bullshit. You don't own your music until after 10 years after it stops being popular.
Yeah.
And then even
because-
then, it's just like meh.
And even then, you're only getting like a fraction of a penny per play. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a musician, you have to like live off imagery, not you have to like diversify, which is why like Kanye makes shoes and clothes and stuff.
Well, the cool thing now is a lot of these musicians are putting out their own music.
Like Taylor
Like-
Swift.
Like, the
Taylor
digital
Swift's a
market is
fucking
perfect for it.
schmuck.
You gotta fucking respect Taylor Swift. She got
Don't
fucked up.
talk about his waifu.
I
She got
respect-
fucked over by her
I
label,
respect.
and then went, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna re-release all my songs.
Yeah,
Fuck
and I
you.
give her credit for that.
And then just completely like no one buys the old music anymore. They all buy her new stuff, and it's basically super easy. She's just replaying stuff like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
Just
genius.
Slightly changes the tempo.
But like the barely any change, so she's just like rehashing old material, and it's fucking working. Because she was super open about how hard she got fucked over, so everyone's on her side. It's fucking genius.
That was like the whole Kesha thing. She wasn't allowed to use her name for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then she came out with the album, and everyone was like, this sucks. Poor Kesha.
She sucks.
I mean, when you don't make good music,
Well, we don't listen to that type. I can't really picture you listening to Kesha.
I can't picture me listening to Taylor Swift, but I extol her, you know? I'm 100% on her team. I'm team
dude,
Taylor.
at least we know what Chris does on his weekends now.
Just looks at
Dude,
Taylor Swift
I
pictures.
Google every day, is Taylor Swift in Rhode Island? And then when she's there, I just go check out her house, you know? Poke around the bushes, see if I can climb the fence.
Takes a day.
Electro trash, shit like that.
Yeah, right. No, she got her trash cans, like, she got a lock on the gate that her trash cans are behind now.
Yeah, because there was that one creepy dude who was like,
Yeah, that one creepy dude.
well, the one creepy dude that got caught.
Yeah, I can't believe he got caught too. I told him to run and he didn't listen.
Dude, yeah, no, people are dumb. What do you expect?
There's like a group of us that go to Taylor's house and just go through her garbage like on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh god,
We have a Facebook page.
I'd kick you off the show.
why? Who gives a shit? Let people do what they want.
You'd be like, bring some of that garbage here. And then we'd go through Taylor Swift's garbage live. that would get us so many views.
It would also get us
In
so
jail?
removed from YouTube.
Yeah, but just for that like week that the video's up before it gets taken down, I bet we get millions of views.
Instant million views.
Just like unboxing Taylor Swift's garbage.
So gross.
Ew, like just pulling up gross shit.
Because like this is the banana she ate.
Definitely into some weird. She's into some weird shit. We all know this.
There's like a tooth.
But dude, there wouldn't be just a tooth. There would be multiple teeth.
Imagine if it was found like a finger.
I'd be like, mine.
It could have been hers.
Yeah, no, not even. It's just a human finger. I want it.
Again, she's probably into some weird fucking shit.
When me and my friends went grave robbing, we decided like who would get what, and I wanted the hands because I thought that'd be cool to have skeleton hands.
I just walked on the street on Halloween like, meh.
I wanted to like frame them, you know, like but like backwards so it would look cool. We got like 3 feet deep before we're like, damn, there's 4 more feet. We were lazy, and then we just gave up.
You're an idiot.
It was an
4 feet
abandoned
of
grave.
dirt's nothing.
Huh?
6 feet of dirt's nothing.
Dude, you don't know.
Oh, I know. It's fucking horrible.
It's
Trust me,
horrible.
I've dug holes before. It's not
You can-
fun.
Like when you get like the first 2 feet, you're like, this is great, but then the third one is when it like becomes a reality that you have to keep going, and then you're,
And then you wonder, it's like, oh, no wonder they dig these with backhoes.
right.
Oh, that's like when I'm like a quarter of the way through my deliveries and I'm gonna look at my thing and I'm like, still have all these deliveries.
Yeah, grave robbing and delivering Amazon. They're very
They're entirely similar.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The police.
they got babies smoking in Mexico, like
Dude,
cigarettes.
Yeah, those little Asian drug lord kids smoking cigarettes. Remember how, what was it? Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, I was gonna go with City of God, but yeah,
Yeah, Tropic Thunder's better.
Well,
That's a classic.
Tropic Thunder is not better than City of God, even as a joke.
I remember I put on City of God like years ago, and I'm like, subtitles. Oh, and I turned it off.
I hate you.
Just kidding. I watched it. It was a good movie.
I put it on, and I was like, complete. It was one of the first movies where I was like, "Whoa, movies can be art," you know.
Oh, you're watching, it's just like, goddamn.
So glad I live in America. That's what I took away. Holy shit, that looks rough. I would never survive in that world. Little Z is like, you want to go commit crime? And I'd be like, no, not today, dude. And then I
Okay.
shut myself in my room and lock the door and pray the horde doesn't kick it down. I actually had a dream where, do you ever dream in different races? Does that make sense? Do you ever dream that like you're a black guy or like an Asian woman?
no.
I had a dream I was a black guy and I moved to a new school because I was in high school and I didn't know anyone and I already have a tough time making friends as me. But now I was me as a black person in like the inner city and I just wound up staying in my apartment all day with the door shut, freaking out, scared because all it was just like all the negative stereotypes. It was like the worst nightmare I've had in a while. I was good. Some dude told me I was wearing the wrong colors and I was going to get shot and I was like, I just like wearing black. I don't know what the fuck this means. Help. But then no one would help me because it was all like this insular community and I was the outside element. It sucked. It was horrible.
So I know it's like living in the big city.
Yeah, fuck that. I hate the city.
Yeah.
That's why nobody goes to Providence.
I had a girlfriend who lived in like East Providence and she was complaining that the neighborhood was getting gentrified because like white people were moving in. And I was like, I bet this won't turn out good. You know,
Wait,
and she was like,
East Providence or the east side of Providence?
east side of Providence. Like you
Okay.
take that like it used to be exit 1, you know.
Yeah, no, I thought you meant like like me.
No,
East
I had a
Providence.
girlfriend who lived in East Providence. I realized what I said as I was saying it. Don't worry, I fucked my story up from the get-go. But yeah, the east side of Providence. And like all these like white hipsters were moving in, but the white hipsters brought cocaine super hard to the community.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and it just got like she was like scared like rent was gonna go up and stuff like that, but then it was just like, no, all these yuppies are gonna fucking throw parties and people are gonna get coked out and commit crime and shit. You watch. And then it happened. And then she was like, what the fuck? And I was like,
And then
yeah,
the
man,
cost of living went down.
get the fuck out of the city. And she was like, I want my kid to be raised in a multicultural environment. And I was like, you're an idiot.
We're the United States.
Exactly. But she wanted her daughter to like live in the city and like get a city upbringing. And I was like, that's
No, you don't want your kids to grow
that's
up.
the very worst kind of upbringing.
Like, I can understand, like maybe 1% of that.
But city upbringing only gets you ready for city living. Like you
Yeah.
can't, like living rural, you can figure out how to live in a city later, but city dwellers cannot figure out
If
how
you
to
live in
live
a place like North
Yeah.
Kingston, that's so funny seeing the fake gangster kids.
That's so funny. I'm in the Bloods. Sure you are.
I remember
But yeah, okay.
when I was younger, we were buying pot off these kids, and they're like, "We're in the Bloods," and they had all the red on and stuff, and they were telling us their blood stories. And we're like 3 or 4 punk kids just sitting there. One of
Yeah,
us a giant mohawk, and we're just like, "Cool."
Was that Chris with the giant mohawk? He had like scaly skin.
No,
Okay.
no.
Do you know who I'm talking about though?
I think so. The only other kid in my school that had a mohawk.
Yeah, he used to. He wanted me to go robo tripping with him so bad.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Chris, did you ever road trip?
On purpose or on accident?
No.
You ever drank too much, like, what was it, Robitussin?
Robitussin, robo tripping.
No. If
But then-
anything, I had NyQuil like when I had to go to high school. That was about it.
Did you
So I
ever
just
accidentally
forced myself
drink
to
too
stay
much NyQuil, but then stay up past the point you were supposed to get to sleep, so you start to hallucinate a little?
Twilight Ambien.
No.
I hate that shit.
You never just like woke up one day and was like,
No.
"I'm gonna drink a full bottle," and like, well,
No, because I
Wake
have
up, Chris.
better things
Wake
I
up,
can
Chris,
do with my
a-
time.
You ever wake up with a whiskey hangover, take a couple oxy, smoke some pot, roll over, start drinking some vodka, then take a shower?
No.
done that.
Yeah, me too.
Minus the vodka, it was just more whiskey.
No, mine was the switch to vodka. Hey, Chris, you ever do acid for 5 days straight, forget where you are, start thinking you're Jesus, and then your friends have to talk you down?
No. Can't say that I have.
Me either, bro.
What? No, that never happened to me ever, man.
Yeah, I'm so glad I did all that shit when I was a teenager.
I can't imagine doing any of it now.
I
think I would just have panic attacks.
Exactly. I'm glad I got it. Oh, I got the party life completely out of my system. Now I'm cool with working. You
Yeah.
know?
That one day a week I drink maybe 1 or 2 beers more than I probably should have.
Oh, I'm getting psoriasis on my arms, and one of the symptoms is excessive drinking. So I think this, or one of the causes is excessive drinking. So I think this is a wake up call.
What? You drink too much?
Yeah, I know. Like I always
No.
thought I had like a good balance, but now my skin's like we're dying. And it's like, oh, okay, I think I'll start cutting back now.
I'm gonna start an online petition.
To never let Chris quit drinking.
No, to get Chris to come back and film with us so
Ah,
we can
yeah,
see his
yeah.
lovely face.
Dude, no.
No.
Why do you hate
I
us?
think we've sealed it with the crazy talk as of late.
What?
Look, between your daughter trying to break down the fucking door with a hammer and beating the shit out of her like kids in class, I'd prefer to not be beat the shit out of by a 5-year-old.
Dude, if Riley can kick your ass, that's 100% on you. Like,
I'm not gonna swing on his kid.
dude, 3 hits. Like,
I don't need 3 hits. I just need 1. I'll give her 10. She's not gonna do anything to me.
pick her up and throw her really high in the air, and then go, I might catch you, but then really catch her. But
No, but-
for that split second when she's in the air, going, oh my god, he might not catch me.
When she's in the air, she's gonna do that spin kick. Like, da-da-da-da.
No, dude.
When
When she's in the air, she'll laugh, and she knows I'm not gonna drop her because I have a soul.
When she's in the air, she'll hit down, down X, teleport, come from the ceiling again, and then kick you in the head. And then your daughter's Melina. Your daughter's totally Melina. She laughs when she causes people pain.
She does.
Yeah, I can 100% agree to that.
She's a sweet kid.
She's something. She's not a terrible human being. I'll say that, but
Not yet. Waiting public school will get her.
Ugh.
That's actually something we were talking about on the pier. You can tell when someone's been to public school when they start a story with, so these 2 guys were fighting.
So, yeah. So these 2 guys were fighting at 3:00 in the just before we left class at 2 in the
It was-
afternoon.
We had just walked into school. It was 6:15 in the morning, and these 2 guys just started beating the shit out of each other. And the cop broke his arm, and it's like, oh, you went to public school, okay.
I don't know. I went to Catholic school for 8 years, and it was god awful.
Yeah, but was it like public school scary? Did you have
Was it
kids-
like, did someone get into a fight at 8:30 in the morning because there was no other reason outside if they could?
No, because I was the toughest motherfucker in the class.
Yeah, okay.
That's how you know Chad went to private school.
Yeah.
I was the toughest. Fuck you.
No, actually, my friend Sean was the strongest, and it always made me sad.
Sean Lemaine? No. I'll beat you up, I swear.
Pulls out a hatchet.
No, but you totally like the fact that you were even like, no one fought because I was tough, and you're you, so it's like
That was a joke.
no, it wasn't. It was the truth because all jokes have truth hidden behind them.
Yep.
No, it was actually me and my friend were kind of like the goofy kids. So we used to get kicked out of class for talking too much and being funny because
So you guys were the cut ups.
we were the cool ones, bro. We
You
were
guys were like, man, we don't like this Catholic school life.
like, who is Jesus anyway, man? Like
Just some guy got nailed to a piece of wood. He's got long hair like me.
that ain't punk. He gave up.
Wow. Fuck. Jesus ain't punk because he gave up.
It's like, damn, that motherfucker got nailed to a cross. You know?
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I can totally see you at like 9 years old, like, yeah, gay man. Like in the back of class.
No, it was more probably the goofy Scott kid, and
Oh, Scott.
me and my friend used to play like Spawn in the playground and like Pokemon stuff.
Oh,
Putting
Invincible
Spawn in
teams
the
up with Spawn.
playground.
Does he?
They do a big crossover of all the Image comics. Spawn, Savage Dragon, Invincible.
Spawn's so cool.
Is that supposed to be like good Invincible on Amazon?
My friend who only watches anime says it's good. So take that how you will.
I think Danny?
Yeah.
I like the animation. I know it's not like super like the comic.
I own no, I don't. I gave them to LaValley. I used to own Invincible comics, like I'm a huge Invincible fan. And so when I heard that they do the big twist at the beginning or at the end of the very first episode, I was like, dude, you skipped out on all of Mark's characterization. Like they just skipped everything for the big reveal, and the big reveal is super cool and really brutal and amazing. But it's like in the comics that happened like 30 issues in. So like you had already fallen in love with Mark, you would have fallen in love with Adam Eve and Robot and Rexplode. Like you got to know Rexplode. Such a good name. Dude, Duplicate. How great of a superhero name is Duplicate? Yeah, you get to meet like the Mahler twins, which you only get to see them at the White House for a couple seconds. Angstrom Lang, who's this crazy mad scientist, you'll meet him. The guy who makes the Reanimen, you don't get to see him. The principal who's fucking sewing bombs into students so they blow up in the middle of class, and that's the first guy Murder Man kills. So it's just like
Murder Man.
yeah, oh my god. Now, this isn't a spoiler because the comics have been out for a long time. Eventually, Invincible is going to come to the realization that killing his villains is the only solution. So whenever he responds to a crisis, he's going there to kill.
Jesus.
I mean, might as well. Fuck it.
That's why he becomes Murder Man on the internet. Murder Man and Freddie Mercury. The comic ends with Freddie Mercury and his army of incestuous clone children fighting Murder Man and an army of misfits.
So is this like kind of like a One Punch Man kind of cheese?
No, because he gets his ass kicked constantly.
No, I mean like the cheesy like tropes on a superhero type thing.
No, it's actually pretty cool, and it gets really political at some points. And then there's actually like they deal with real world things, like some guy coming out as gay. They deal with female on male rape. They deal with some pretty cool shit. There's 140 something.
But are they going to do that in the series?
144 issues. Yeah, my problem is they've put the violence to the extreme, so I don't see why they wouldn't include the things like the rape and the racism and stuff like that. And it's like interspecies racism. It's not like black on white. It's like actual aliens hating each, so it's
all right, yeah.
Yeah, it's not as pandering.
Rape is always kind of a touchy. Like,
But the reason the rape happens is completely like you're reading it and you're like, I get why that rape happened. I get it.
Yeah,
it's fucked up.
It's like, did you ever read Kite Runner?
No, I stay away from Chinese propaganda.
It's a Chinese propaganda.
I thought it was a Chinese thing.
No, it's a
No.
Middle Eastern book.
Oh well, I stay away from Middle Eastern. No, I didn't read it.
No, there's like a super dramatic scene where the kid gets raped and it like moves his character forward. Into,
Yeah.
And they didn't touch upon that at all in the movie, so things just happen.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah, because you can't really because Kite Runner is like a YA novel, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, no,
like
it's pretty
7
fucking brutal. Like they get a slingshot and shoot through people's
yeah,
eyes.
but so is Lord of the Flies, and that's like a young adult novel.
And in the book, there's like the rape and all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But so think about it from the committee's point of view. Oh, this is for teenagers. We needed to make PG-13. We can't show rape.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
remember that.
You just be like Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue did not pull its punches.
No, if you want to hear more about that, Fanboy and Snob.
Oh, fuck you.
Chris is like, you're a piece of shit. I hate you.
I'm so sick of you. Your shill is bad. I gotta pee. But yeah, if the Invincible show keeps up its momentum and doesn't pull its punches on the violence, everything will be fine. Because I can't wait for them to get to space. Once they get to space, shit's gonna get fucking crazy.
Well, it is Amazon. Like, The Boys got pretty brutal with all that stuff.
Season 2 sucked. Yeah, but Chris, I would totally check Invincible out.
All right, I'll see if I can.
It's I don't know. I've come to the realization that there's these things called background movies and background TV shows where like
Oh yeah.
you don't give a fuck what the characters are saying, but when you hear a noise, you look at the screen and it's always something cool.
Yeah.
Like I've only seen YouTube clips of the show because I don't actually care. But I
Okay.
watched the YouTube clip with a big spoiler alert, and I was like, that was pretty well animated. Really pretty.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I'll see if I can't take a peek at it.
that's what I would do. Same with Kong. Just put it on in the background.
How good of a movie was that?
I liked it because I like giant monster movies.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Like the original Godzilla movies are great.
Exactly, are great. You know, they do some real like both of my. I watched it with my dad, and he was like, "I'm glad I didn't pay for that." And I was like, "You know what? I wish I had seen it in the theaters. You know, it's probably better in the theaters, or if you have a really big TV with a nice sound system."
Yeah.
But like King Kong fights the way you think he would,
Yeah, like a giant monkey.
like a giant monkey, but he's even like almost set like he sets up combos, you know, like he almost has a fighting style, and Godzilla just being a mouth and a tail is a lot of biting, and then if he misses with the bite, instantly swings around for a
Yeah.
tail whip, you know. Oh, and he doesn't have to charge his atomic breath up like he did in the first one.
Yeah.
He's just shooting it almost like a machine. Like any chance he gets, he's firing his laser, and King
Yeah,
Kong.
might as well.
Yeah, and King Kong's trying to like dodge. There's a great scene where King Kong is trying to rush Godzilla, but there's a bunch of buildings, so King Kong is like using the buildings as cover as Godzilla's blowing them apart and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's neat. Those are the scenes you watch it for, you know?
I mean, like, so I guess my better question is, did they end up killing Kong? I doubt it. No, of course. Okay.
No, Kong actually gets the happy ending.
And Godzilla gets the shaft of it, like usual.
Because I don't know if you figured out the plot based off the trailers.
Yeah, you can kind of like understand it.
Like Godzilla's being provoked and attacking humanity.
Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, everyone's like, "Do we trust Godzilla?" Whereas King Kong gets his happy ending, and everyone loves him
Yeah, everybody just jerks off the giant monkey.
because he like they literally are like, "We need King Kong to fight Godzilla. It's the only way to get him to stop." So like humanity's kind of on King Kong's side the whole movie.
It was like there's a reason Godzilla's doing whatever the fuck it's doing.
Yeah, exactly. And then once the reason is exposed, King Kong and Godzilla team up, and it's like just CGI porn, and you're like, "Whoa!"
Well, I mean, it's not because I know Mechagodzilla gets revealed.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
the
like,
big reveal. Is
yeah,
Mechagodzilla that's making Godzilla go crazy?
yeah, but it's not like in the original when Kiri gets
Kiryu.
created.
Yeah, it's not like that at all. In fact, I hated the Mechagodzilla design.
In the new one?
Yeah,
Dude, yeah, it looks like trash.
it looks like trash.
It's got weird giant like claw hand
It's
things.
like bent
and-
over.
Yeah, it's
And
not
it doesn't have the
Godzilla.
giant like cannon, but they do when he is fighting both the monkey and the lizard, he is shooting lasers and rockets like out of his
Really?
shoulders and his hands, and so it's not like he's just like a bitey clawy thing. He's actually like firing rockets and like having machine guns fire out of his chest and stuff. So it's like oh, that's cool. That's
I-
you know,
I think it
looks
would have been
cool.
more interesting if they had like if they tried to make that callback to like Super Mechagodzilla, I believe is what it was
Yeah.
called.
But the problem is current Godzilla doesn't look like old Godzilla, so Mechagodzilla has to be based off current Godzilla's design.
No, because if you go back, and I mean, like, I know Toho is at least involved with it to a certain extent. They explain that, like, Mechagodzilla was not the first one. The second one was created with the bones of the old Godzilla.
Yeah, the one that died fighting Space Godzilla, right?
No, but it was before that.
Oh, it's
It was
very
the original Godzilla that died underwater.
yeah, the one they nuke at the beginning.
Yeah. So like they could have easily done something along those lines. And I mean, it would have been interesting to like kind of tie it together into that
They
old
kind of,
series.
without saying too many spoilers, they kind of bait and switch that for you.
Okay.
What? That could mean anything.
Yeah,
You don't even know Godzilla lore history, so don't
Yeah,
even.
you don't know like OG Godzilla.
my bad.
Yeah,
My bad, my blunder.
we'll
Dude,
watch
Godzilla
Final
versus
Wars.
Space Godzilla is fucking great.
I still haven't seen Shin Godzilla.
I heard
Uh
it's really good.
it's supposed to be really good.
I heard it's
Um
different,
it's very different compared to like
which is a good thing, I guess.
I heard it's like super anime, like how.
Well,
an
it's done
anime
by the guy who did Eva, so
Oh yeah.
I would assume it's anime E. He even has the weird cross explosions that he always draws.
yeah.
I love
You
how
love
everyone assumes there's religious connotation, and then you interview the guy from Eva, and he's like, "No, I think
like
cross
it just
is
looks
cool."
fucking cool.
Yeah, I just think I think crucifixion is cool. Like I don't know anything about Jesus. I just think it's cool. And I was like, I understand your feelings, man. Crucifixion is cool,
Dude, bring it back, put it on live TV on pay-per-view.
dude. I
How you
watched.
solve the budget.
Hey, prison population, stop committing crime, or you get crucified. Crime will,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
you know.
Oh, you think there'd be a bunch of suicidal people be like, really?
Well, there's already a bunch of suicidal people. It's called suicide by cop. You know.
Ugh. Like, did they ever find anything out about that Capitol riot stabber guy?
Yeah, he was a fucking what is it called? Muslim American extremist. Like he listened to Farrakhan. He changed his last name to X. He was all about like bringing down the Western world and all that shit. He was just a psycho, you know. It wasn't like I wouldn't call it terrorism. I would just call it like mental disorder. Poor guy.
Well, there was that girl from, I forget if it was Germany or England, but like she joined ISIS and
You
then wanted to come back to
and they
whatever country she was a part of.
yourself.
Yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, LOL, get fucked."
Seriously, you joined ISIS.
Yeah,
Went to Syria.
I think
Had
it
a
was
couple.
England. Yeah,
Yeah, she was from the UK. I've been following this story because every so often she tries to reappeal. And
What is it again?
this girl who was 14 or 15 at the time
yeah.
fled the UK with because she got seduced online by a Muslim extremist fighting in Syria. She goes there, becomes his husband, is raped and beaten for a couple years, has a bunch of kids, but they all die because malnutrition and you're living in Syria. Her husband eventually gets killed, and then ISIS just leaves her because your husband's dead, your kids are dead. We don't need you anymore. Peace. And so now she's like, "Hey, UK, can I come back?" And UK is like, "Hey, check out this video." And they show her burning her passport and screaming, "Death to the United Kingdom, death to the Western world, all this stuff. We'll kill you, we'll behead your children, blah 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 blah." And they're like, "Nah, this is what you wanted, right? Suffer."
And she's trying to be LOL. It was a joke. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
nah.
I grew up, I learned I was wrong, and it's like some kids steal a candy bar. You joined ISIS, like you.
Like, there's a different wrong here.
Yeah, you reap what you sow. You fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Now,
but
like if she tried to come back, like even like a month into it, and she was like, "Oh, hey, like,
I
can I
fucked
please
up.
come back?" Yeah, like that would be a different situation.
But this is years after. So like she deserved it. What is this?
That's anybody who decides to join some crazy extremist
Anything.
group.
that's a dude.
Yeah, that's the guy. He was a Muslim extremist. Or I wouldn't even say extremist, but he was definitely a Muslim political activist.
I don't know.
Definitely crazy.
You're on a stabby free.
Stabby free.
Stabby spree.
I do like the fact that this guy's case is the exact opposite of what the media wants to talk about. It was a black man who was liberal Muslim using a knife. They wanted a white man who was conservative and a Trump supporter using a gun. Like this is the exact opposite of the news they like to report. That's why we're not hearing too much about it.
Well, the biggest ridiculous thing is there were people out there in the news, not to get too like into the
Political?
race thing, but there were things saying, "Oh, this must have been a white person." Blah blah blah. They're going hard on it, but then once they found out the race, they were like, "Oh, he was
Motivated by white supremacy." That's my favorite new thing they say now. Motivated. Any attack of a black person on an Asian is motivated by white supremacy. News media doesn't want to talk about it.
Look, humans are terrible. We should all just be killed. It would make everything better.
Or we should all submit to a fascist dictatorship and just go to space. Then we can start the Empire of Xeon, and I can get a cool Gundam, and it'll be super awesome.
Dude, I would hate to put you in a Gundam.
I'd be
so fucking afraid of that.
I would be so. I get motion sick on the swings, dude. I would die in a mobile suit.
Dude, 10 minutes in, like, you just see the mobile suit lurch over, and it's like, ah, fuck, he's dying.
It's
He's
just
puking.
spinning out of control, and you cut to my camera, and it's just vomit constantly streaming. And me
Oh, dude, that'd be
hell.
great.
Ugh.
God, we'll never get Gundams. God damn it.
They got 'em
I
in
think we
Japan.
will, just not in our lifetime.
Didn't Japan move one that can like flick you off and stuff?
And they have one that can walk a couple steps, but it's still being held by
Yeah.
like a. It's not
Hey,
freestanding.
baby steps, man.
It's so
Again.
impractical, though.
Not in our lifetime. I don't think it's impractical. I just think
Dude,
it's
a
ridiculous.
bipedal. Why? A tank works way better, you know?
No, you're a
Yeah, but I mean, fuck it.
giant
Like, let's do
robot
it.
that you can control.
But bipedal objects are prone to tipping over.
Yeah, you need a lower center of gravity. That's
Yeah,
why
whereas-
women can like handle things lower than men
It's
can.
why women can handle G-forces better than men,
Yup.
which makes them better pilots. However, women shouldn't be serving on the front lines
Wow.
because of periods and pregnancies. I'll die on that hill. I don't care.
They just fight through it, man.
No, but like you want your army at like peak fighting condition, right? Why enter a variable?
Look, a woman on her period with a gun against anyone that
Might
like
shoot
you don't
her
want,
steam
fucking let
up.
it go. It'll be fine.
Remember when those two Navy vessels crashed in the Philippines? Do you know why they crashed? Because the captain was feuding with the comms officer. They were both women and they were having a petty cat fight. And the way they would do information back and forth was have someone go, tell Kathy to do this, and then she'd run over and do it. And they were doing that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until finally they just stopped talking to each other and crashed two Navy vessels.
Well, for those that might think Chris is being sexist, remember, there's a reason why he's single.
No, I'm not being sexist. I'm being right. Dude, women should not be on the front lines. They should be raising our kids and teaching schools and shit like
Oh
that.
my God.
Because men can't do that. We're designed to kill.
There are plenty of women that could kick the shit
Oh,
out of all
you're right.
this.
The outliers. Okay, so the outliers.
If
You're
they,
right.
If they all wanted to live
Do you know what a
that
bell
lifestyle-
curve is?
You're a bell curve of
Yeah.
this podcast.
No, I would much prefer a woman. I would prefer a woman raising a family and teaching kids morals and stuff like that than her out in a muddy field getting shot at. Guys can handle that, dude. We can piss outside.
They can too.
Not
Not
as
the
well as
squat.
not as well as us.
Might have to lift the legs so you don't get a little on your legs.
That's what I'm saying. But we can just aim and go. You know, we're designed to murder. We're designed to hunt. That's why we're all aggro and aggressive. Stop fighting biology. Christ, you look at every other animal. Fucking genders are clearly defined. Why
I
are
don't
we the
know.
one?
Female animals fuck people up.
Depending on the species.
So what's your argument about humans?
That our species is male dominated, and that
No.
we should be doing the fighting.
All we should do is just blow up all the humans and it'll be fine. It'll just avoid all these problems.
You'd say that, but then like manatees would get super smart, and then the whole cycle would continue.
That's fine. Let the manatees get smart. Let them have their opportunity.
They're so fucking dumb. They sleep under boat motors.
That's fine.
Then they get
Humans
cut
are
up.
so dumb they sleep under fucking cars sometimes.
Yeah, but those are crackheads usually. That's an exterior.
How do you know it's not a crackhead manatee? I'm just saying.
I guess.
That one manatee who found crack and
And
he was just like, nah.
Ah.
Dude, that's all I can think of now is a fucking manatee on crack. Jesus
And-
Christ.
We have such different views on like faith in humanity. It's ridiculous.
See, I
That's
don't
what
have.
makes
See,
humans
me and Chris
great.
agree that we have no faith in humanity, but Chris is going the destruction route. I'm going the just fucking focus on getting to space. Like, slavery, if it gets us to space, that's where I'm
Jesus
at.
Christ. All right.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not succeeding.
That's where we cut.
What if
That's where we cut.
you wanted to go into space? You were just working on it.
I could die knowing I got us to colonize Mars. I think that's a noble goal.
Dude, why go to Mars though?
Because it's empty and we can fuck with it.
Dude, so's the moon.
Yeah, but the moon doesn't have as much surface area as Mars.
Who cares? Look, start off small. Don't go.
No,
don't go
obviously
full Monty.
we're gonna build a space elevator, and then we're gonna have a refueling station on the moon, and then from there we're gonna fucking impregnate the galaxy, if you will.
Do you think
God.
would it ever be possible to go to Mercury, or is it too hot?
It's too hot.
I mean, it's not that it's too hot; it's the oceans of liquid mercury
Hmm.
and the
Is that why they call it Mercury?
No, it's just a coincidence, I think, or not a coincidence. I think it's named for that or whatever.
It's too volatile. Short story.
Isn't the atmosphere like ammonia?
It's something along those. It's something that like if you breathe it in, your lungs will vaporize in a
Pretty
heartbeat.
sure it's just chlorine gas or something retarded, like where it's like if you expose your human skin to it, it will just melt.
What would happen if somebody landed on Jupiter? Just burn?
You wouldn't.
Probably.
He would get close, and you would just get sucked to the core and disappear forever.
Damn, yo.
The
No, you
Jupiter's
probably get
gravity is
shot
so
out on the other
strong.
side.
Jupiter's gravity is so strong that when the moons get in their orbit, get close, their surface is ripped into like it rips part of the moon's surface. Like Titan loses something like an inch of diameter every time it gets close to Jupiter on its orbit.
Now, what would happen if it ate up all the moon and it just didn't have moons? Would it go out of whack and just fuck everything
No,
up?
because it's so
It's-
big.
Yeah, it's its own like gravitational field.
If
The
it was
moons are in
Jupiter-
orbit with it because it has
Jupiter
its own
is-
gravitational field.
Guardian of the solar system. It sucks in pretty much every asteroid and meteor. Any like evil thing that's gonna come and hit the core planets, Jupiter fucking saves us from.
That's what it's made for.
I know, it's
Would-
almost like God designed it that way.
Would Uranus be too cold?
Uranus is also a gas giant.
Yeah.
Damn gas giants.
You get anything after, is it called the Oort cloud? Right? No, the Oort cloud, no, the Kuiper belt is the one really far
Yes.
away. The Oort cloud is the one. So anything after the Oort cloud is a gas giant. All the terrestrial planets are on the inside.
Pluto.
Pluto is a dwarf planet, which is just a larger sized moon.
Yeah. I think they dirtied.
And then there's that rogue planet that enters our orbit once every
Every
like,
so often, yeah.
What do they call it?
it begins with a C. Every 40,000 years or something like that, it shows up. And I think we're due.
That's when we get invaded.
No, that's when the Anunnaki show up and try and enter us into the fifth dimension.
Like, oh, hey, motherfuckers.
Remember when we harvest your gold and gave you intelligence? Are you willing to come to the galactic?
It's like, were you wondering where the Mayans went?
That's what the Anunnaki were.
Really?
Yeah, think about it. Why did everyone build pyramids?
Yeah.
Because the Anunnaki told them.
Imagine if they were the Galactic Federation. Like,
How
they
did we
just
all
getting-
figure out steel at the same time? Because the Anunnaki told us.
Cool.
I don't actually believe that, but that's like a theory.
If
I
we were
think-
going to be wiped out, it would have already happened.
Yeah,
No, we're waiting for the 40,000 years to come up. Duh.
No.
This guy.
it's been like 40,000 years of written human, right? Written humanity.
Written.
Well, I mean, until you put it on paper, it's not real.
Do you think the apostles' names are real, like John,
Yeah.
Luke, and all that?
No, it's John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, and Schmidt.
I mean, yeah, why not? Think about it.
Were those common names back then, though?
Why not?
Oh.
Who gives a fuck?
I think it was whitewashed.
No, if anything, a lot of our names are, how do I say this, Jew washed, if you will, because Old Testament has John, Jacob, Noah, Chad, Samson,
Samson.
Delilah. What are all the female names in the Jewish books? There's a lot. Jezebel. Fucking. I don't know the Old Testament that well.
Yeah.
You would.
I dabbled.
Yeah. Like American or like I guess whitewash names are like Archibald and fucking
Archibald.
and like Octavian and like Latin I guess would be the root language.
Archibald Octavian, get your ass over here. If I have another kid, Archibald.
I feel like Wilson is a very Anglo name.
Wilson's a very white person name. Well,
Carl Winslow. Let's talk about how cool the feudal system is.
go.
It's everyone has an assigned role and we're all working towards the greater good. It makes sense.
It's like Futurama.
No.
Yeah, they all
That's-
assign roles.
That's fascism. I'm talking feudal system. Feudal system is you go up to a lord and go, "Can I live on your land?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Will you protect me?" And he goes, "Only if you give me some of your food." And you go, "All right." That's the feudal system. I live on your land. I have to give you a percentage of my crop at the end of the year, regardless. And if any fucking bandit shows up, you ride out in shining armor and fucking murder them with a sword. That's feudalism.
Yeah. You think after the zombie apocalypse we'll go to feudalism?
Uh,
That's what I
no,
feel
I
like
think we'll go into like a more like oligarchic society because like rich people are the let's face it, rich people are the only ones surviving the apocalypse. Us normal people are dead. No matter what the apocalypse is.
I don't know.
only-
You don't think they'll be too cocky? Be like, I have my money. I won't die.
Do you know about that bunker in Nevada that's like a mile deep and it's a circle and it's just rooms and then rooms and rooms and it's like at an open area and stuff like that. It's like a city built underground in Nevada where it costs something like $500 million to buy a room.
Huh.
Yeah, they're gonna win. We're totally fucked when the world ends.
We just need to find out where it is.
Oh no, you can find it online.
Let's do it.
Look up like millionaire apocalypse bunker. You cannot type. Just keep typing. Keep typing. You didn't need to fucking. Now apocalypse. Let's see if you can spell apocalypse. O-C. Apoc. Oh wow, it came up. Did you see that? Yeah, it's a real thing.
Luxury doomsday bunkers.
You've never looked into this before?
I've heard.
Look at that.
That's better than my house.
Yeah,
Imagine having the like. That's Fallout right there.
they're gonna win. When the nukes drop, they win. Look at that.
That's a cool pool.
And this is underground.
Now, if you put money into this, can you just go there anytime?
Yeah.
Big, I need a vacation. I'm going to my bunker.
Yeah. Or anytime you think the shit's gonna hit the fan, you just
It's like that rich cheating husband. It's happening.
quick to the bunker.
He's like, I can't find my wife. You'll do.
God damn. How fast do you think society would dissolve? How long until the mega billionaires start picking on the kind of billionaires?
I think
You only paid $5 billion? I paid 10.
no.
You know?
I feel like at first everybody would just get petty and start doing very bad things, but I think it would level out at a point. Then it would
Once the
become,
hierarchy is established.
then it would become a feudal system.
Once the pecking order.
I wish Walking Dead did a better job with that.
No, the Walking Dead comics were more focused on the idea that, like, it's not the zombies you gotta worry about, it's the people.
Yeah.
So there was, like, cannibals and wife abusers and Rick trying to be a paragon of truth until T-Bone shows him what the fuck is up and just beats the shit out of him. Oh my god, and then the guy who raped the two little girls. Again, they didn't do this in the show. This guy, the whole time when they go to the prison and they start establishing their colony in the prison, there's this guy who's like, yeah, I'm here for tax evasion. And because the records are gone, everyone believes him. Turns out he was a pedophile murderer. So he rapes and murders these two little girls. And Rick is like, what? Rick wanted to hang him, but everyone else was, why don't we exile him? And Rick was like, fuck that. We're hanging this motherfucker. So he lynches him in public in front of everyone, and everyone gets mad at him. And then T-Bone, who's this ex-football player, beats the shit out of him, puts him into a coma. And while he's having a coma dream, he slips into the Image Invincible universe and hangs out with Invincible for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because it's all Robert Kirkman.
I don't know if you're making that up or
I'm not.
Go
Michonne
read
is
the
like,
comics.
what?
Go read the comics.
Yeah, go read the comics. Just do Rick superhero. Yeah, because... No, see, you got Rick from Invincible. Rick is his gay best friend.
Oh.
I think. Although that image doesn't look like him. Rick, Walking Dead.
God damn it.
You don't know how to Google.
It's not going to show it. I think you're making it
No, alright, do Rick superhero.
up.
Wow, that insults my intelligence. That has to be a joke.
I hope so.
Because there's Harry Potter right there, too. That has to be a fucking joke. Are you screen sharing, or are we just looking at this?
Hold on.
You're so bad at this. We're switching seats permanently from now on.
That's the picture, Chris. Is Chris back?
You don't listen very well.
Well, your volume's not that high.
We need to switch seats. You can't be in charge of the computer.
I agree. Seconded.
There we go.
You're the worst.
No, you're the very worst.
Give it, guys, have anything else you want to talk about?
Did I talk about that pigeon that commits suicide?
Pretty sure.
Okay, well, that's pretty much the highlight of my week so far.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Josh Rivers podcast. Sorry the ending got a little.
So that whole time, me and you were looking at Google. You were not screen sharing.
No.
You're done with the computer. Next podcast, I'm sitting here. I'm not having this. We're not doing this anymore.
Why do you think I was computer guy the entire
Yeah.
time I was there?
I figured it's Chad's house, Chad's computer, but no. Apparently we can't do that anymore.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and
Such an
subscribe.
asshole.